Farewell.
Good luck.
Kiss a dog's ass.
Nothing to see here. Move along.
Oof.
Brute!
Do what they summoned you to do, then pack up and go back where you came from.
My bones are aching again.
Est flows in the veins of Toussaint.
Greetings. I hope your search goes well.
What do you have? Fair.
Good.
Droves arrived to demand compensation for the damage wrought throughout the city by the vampire.
Cheap shenanigans. I can't see a thing through these cataracts.
What are you selling exactly?
Top quality dyes. Guaranteed to produce intense colors that...
None from...
What do you mean? There's...
Fine. Got it.
What dye?
Fine.
Moment of truth. Are we getting taken down?
You know I don't find that amusing.
It wasn't meant to amuse, but to prod you to hurry. It's midday already. You promised Ciri you'd train with her. Go before Vesemir bores her to death with those etchings.
So, later then.
See you later.
Stop it, Geralt. You're gonna get me taken down. Oh my gosh, Geralt. Kaer Morhen music's the best.
Old Witcher's fast asleep. Ciri's disappeared somewhere, of course. Guess she prefers practice to theory.
What?
Time to wake up, Master. These lessons so boring they put you to sleep too?
Damn it. After taking notes on ghouls and owl ghouls, wanted to rest my eyes a bit.
Making her slog through that brick? No wonder she took off.
John of Bruges lacks flair, true, but he's reliable. Not like the hogwash they print nowadays. She's tackling the pendulums, right? How many times do I have to tell her? Don't train alone. It only embeds your errors. Bring our young damsel to the lower courtyard. She wants to practice, she'll get to practice.
Don't get mad at her.
Why the hell not? The whippersnapper refuses to do as she's told.
You like that about her.
Fine. I suppose I'm partly to blame. But this has to end. Now. Killing monsters is not something to be taken lightly. Ciri must understand that, if she's to become one of us. I'll see you below.
God damn it. Of course, the thumbnail for the stream is now just Yennefer's bare chest while she, like, strokes it. That's what the thumbnail is right now.
Wrong.
With her bra on. That's what they
Now I
chose
see
for the
why you were so
thumbnail.
eager to practice.
Of
Strike.
course. That's gonna be what takes me down, probably, is this fucking automatic YouTube thumbnail. Uh-oh.
You're not in this circus. Pirouette. Wrong. Footwork. Enough. Get down.
With a flip?
What do you think? All right. Take off the blindfold. You've got work to do. Your reflexes are still slow.
Maybe for a witcher.
Think drowners or striggers will go easy on you because you haven't undergone the mutations? Though in your shoes, I'd fear Vesemir more than any strigger. Disobeying his instructions? Unwise.
Well, yes, but that book was horribly dull.
I know. And you know that's no excuse.
I'm sorry. It won't happen again.
No, that's not his daughter.
Sorry's not good enough. You're gonna read Ghouls and Al-Ghouls in its entirety, appendices included.
No, please! I'd rather clean the stables.
End of discussion. Come on, we'll practice with the others down below.
Shall we run the walls?
Not this time. Believe me, you don't want to keep Vesemir waiting.
Anything to say for yourself, young lady?
I'm very sorry, Uncle Vesemir.
Young blood craves action, I understand that. But when you fight a beast, knowledge counts as much as your silver sword. At the very least, you ought to be able to tell a ghoul from an owl-ghoul.
By markings, like unto the Panthera tigris that in Zerrikania dwells, and by the sickly paleness of its visage.
So you did read the chapter. Still, you should have asked if...
But you were asleep, Uncle Vesemir.
So you did the reading. Why not admit it right off?
Never pounce on an advantage as soon as it appears. Wait till it stands to have maximum effect. Uncle Vesemir's words.
Well, you're a quick study. Quick, but mischievous. Fine, we've talked enough. Geralt, you're with me, Lambert with Eskel, Ciri with the dummy.
Again?
Stop groaning and grab a sword. What do you think? Should we start by reviewing the fundamentals or go right to free training?
Let's skip straight to free training. No point going over the basics again.
Whoa! You really showed him, kid.
Ciri, get down here.
A little she-devil. Soon as she's back, we'll set her to polishing all the swords at Kaer Morhen.
Find that helmet? Ciri? I'll make sure to find every last blade for you. What the? Vesemir.
I've long awaited this, and you, White Wolf.
No!
I'm still wearing my badass armor from before the other game.
You all right?
Had a nightmare.
About?
Take forever to explain.
Dawn's some way off. We've got time.
Started in the guest room at Kaer Morhen. I was relaxing in a tub, and next to me,
Triss?
Yennefer. Funny, isn't it? She's never been there. Seemed so real in my dream, though.
Was she nagging you about something? True to life, indeed. We'll find her.
I know we will. That's not what worries me. You've seen her tracks. She's at full gallop all the time. Breakneck speed through wildlands, devastated battlefields. She's in a hurry to get somewhere. Or fleeing something. Either way, it means trouble of some sort.
Be surprised if she wasn't in trouble. She's always poked her nose in beehives. Courtly intrigues here, mages' conspiracies there. What do you expect?
Don't know. Guess I thought once we were finally reunited, things would be calm. At least for a while.
Calm? With Yennefer? Good luck.
In the dream, I went and found Ciri. Then we trained.
Those were the days. Little she-devil. I've trained kids who were faster, stronger, but none had her character. Didn't end well, did it? Your dream?
No. A wild hunt appeared, attacked Ciri. I couldn't move, stood there like a stump.
It was just a dream.
That's the problem. It was more. In the past, when Ciri'd appear in my dreams, something was wrong. She was in danger.
We taught her how to defend herself from anything, wraiths included.
Be dawning soon. Time to go.
Wait. Show me the letter from Yennefer. Might have overlooked some hint in there.
Didn't overlook anything. We were meant to meet in Willoughby. That's what she wrote. Meanwhile, one army or another burned the village to the ground. All we can do is follow her trail, so...
Stop talking for a minute and give me the letter. Oh, how about that? It does smell of lilac and gooseberries.
You were gonna read it, not sniff it.
We must meet. Soon. Willoughby near Vizima. Nothing else to guide us there. What's this postscript? I still have the unicorn?
Stuffed unicorn. Used it once or twice. In certain situations.
The things young folk get up to these days.
Back on topic. How's it look? How far behind Yennefer are we?
2 or 3 days. Trail's fresh. But it looks like it leads towards the main road. Could be muddled there. Wait, hear that?
I hear it. I smell it. Ghouls.
When armies pass, necrophages follow. Let's go before any more show up.
Ever tell you about this sorcerer I knew? Couldn't stop talking about how useful they are as creatures.
Because you can brew potions from their blood?
No, because by eating rotting corpses, they prevent epidemics.
Did he know they eat the living as well?
No. Really upset him, too.
War's
His theory
not
collapsed.
exactly going our way.
We have a side.
The Northern Realms.
Radovid's realms, don't you mean? Temeria and Edirn are no more.
Radovid's pledged to restore the old borders, as soon as he wins the war.
Believe that?
Gotta believe something. It's what keeps us going.
Whoa there, Roach. Come on now. Slower.
We going?
Help me! Help!
Has it gone?
Yeah. Come out.
Gods, that was close. I was sure I'd end up like my mare.
Provided you got lucky.
Your horse died quickly, but griffins like to toy with their prey. Eat it, alive, piece by piece.
Oh. You'd like a reward, I suppose.
Could always use a few crowns.
Thing is, I've a meager purse at the moment. Nilfgaardians requisitioned my goods. Now this. Here.
Back to the trail.
Like I said, leads to the main road and ends there, muddled.
You seek someone?
Yes, a woman. Medium height, long black hair. Seen anyone like that?
No. But there's an inn here in White Orchard. Sole one around. Gets its share of travelers. Perhaps you'll learn something there?
Not a bad idea. Especially since that wound needs cleaning.
Ah, beast barely grazed me. But sure, could use a good rye. Nice and cool, you know, straight from a cellar.
Let's go.
Let's go!
So, a griffin this close to the village? Strange.
My thoughts exactly. In the forest or the mountains, sure, but here? And near the main road.
Maybe it's the war. Corpses everywhere, the stench of blood, burnt flesh. Drives monsters crazy sometimes.
Men, too. We need to watch ourselves in White Orchard. And we should leave as soon as we learn anything.
Come on, Roach.
Some drowner that had supped on the kid. Witcher had naught to do with it. What did the folk
do? What? Take that down before there's trouble.
That is a coat of arms, the Temerian lilies. They've a right to hang there.
This ain't Temeria no more, old man. It's Nilfgaard now.
My arse it is.
Witches?
I'll not drink with Weaverlaw's freaks.
Beg your pardon for those thugs.
No need. We're used to it.
Folk are jumpy around here. Armies just passed through. Now a griffin's prowling about.
Already had the pleasure. One mean beast.
Mean? Light way for a hunter to put it. Clawed Lena so bad, poor thing's 1 foot in the grave. But there's no good to wallow in misfortune. How can I be of service?
With a drop of vodka for me.
And you? Something to wet your tongue?
There a contract on that griffin?
Nay, not at the moment. Used to be. Soon as a beast had built a nest nearby, the alderman would start a collection, or go to the Lord for help. Now the aldermen don't use the privy without asking the Black One's permission first. And seems they hanged the Lord. So no contract.
Shame. We might have done something, but not for free.
Looking for a woman. Raven-haired, violet eyes, dresses in black and white. Riding in from Willoughby. And, strange as it sounds, lilac and gooseberries might have smelled that.
I've not seen nor smelt such a lady. Believe I'd remember.
Yeah, especially hard to forget this one.
Plenty of travellers about, though. Folk from all over. Might be worth your while to ask after her.
Pretty busy place you got.
Nations on the move. Some search for kin, others just want to get out of the way of the armies. They all need food, drink, and a night's rest in warmth.
So, war's been good for your trade?
Aye, so far. But it'd be best to know peace again. Times like these, you never know what tomorrow will bring.
Thanks. For everything. Help you bandage that up?
Please. I'm not decrepit yet.
Then I'll ask about Yennefer.
Mm-hmm. Just remember, we'd rather not draw any attention.
You hear? Black One's been out measuring the fields.
Let him measure. Better that than burning the harvest.
I'm looking for someone.
And we seek some peace and quiet.
Out of my face, freak. For your breath sours my beer.
They thought he did. That was the story. Right at the beginning of the game, he's with the king, and then the king gets murdered by another guy, and he's a witcher. And they automatically assume it's Geralt. So then he's on the run the whole second game. But then he's cleared of it later. Yeah, everyone's happy. Hooray. Okay. So this guy's being racist to us and calling us a freak. Are we just going to leave? Or are we going to say just want to talk? Or are we going to use our force powers and force him to talk with magic? Because, yeah, we can do that. We can do that Obi-Wan shit. Are we just gonna leave? Or just force persuade him?
Just want to talk.
You deaf, Stray? No one here will talk to you.
If it's company you seek, stick that mangy snout of yours in a trough with the pigs.
Show that shit-eater, Micah.
Well, now we're mad and we're gonna have to fight these guys. Or we could try and force persuade him, but it's white. So I don't know what that means. Patience is running thin. Answer my questions now, magic power. Okay, well, we'll do yours now.
Raven-haired woman dressed in black and white. Seen her? Talk.
Folks say the lady rode through the village a few days back. Galloping so fast she knocked Radabor into a ditch.
Which way did she go?
Dunno. Lots of tracks leading off the main road. Could have gone anywhere.
Oi, people! The freak's taken Micah's mind!
And I'll take your tongue if you don't shut up.
He's taken his mind. Magic power. He's taken his mind.
I've drunk enough. My head's spinning.
Tain't the hooch. 'Tis wizardry.
I've drunk enough. My head's spinning.
Tain't the hooch. 'Tis wizardry. Be gone! We'll not talk to you.
'Tis the wizardry. 'Tis the wizardry. You're not drunk.
Once more, there are 4 factions.
4 what?
Factions, teams, suits, similar to clubs and spades, except each suit has its own face cards. There are also special cards.
Wouldn't you rather play war? It's like to be near dawn before you get your game in with noggin.
What a waste of time! The Earth shall revolve around the sun before you comprehend these rules.
Got a minute?
Why not? Aldert Geert, Assistant Professor in Contemporary History at Oxenfurt Academy.
Geralt of Rivia, Witcher, with tenure. I'm looking for a woman. Long hair, dressed in black and white. Seen anyone like that?
Of course not! Unlike the populace, I know the horsewoman of war is pure poppycock.
Pure poppycock.
Not a place I'd ever expect to find a scholar. Take it you're fleeing the war?
Quite the opposite. Chasing it. I'm headed for the front.
Tired of life?
I seek knowledge, which I value more than life itself. I've a thirst no dusty old tomes can quench. I wish to see the Nilfgaardian invasion with my own eyes, understand it, and record it all in my chronicle, my magnum opus.
Interesting. We need somebody to describe war, what it's really like. Not colorful banners and generals making moving speeches, but rape, violence, and thoughtless cruelty.
Ah, I see you lack the polish of the Academy.
What?
Rape and cruelty are details of no import to the war's course. Trinkets on the garment of conflict, one might say.
Tell that to the people whose houses burned down.
Yeah, this game shows the horrors of war pretty good. Hanging people everywhere, all that good stuff. Cannibalism because of all the food shortages, all that type of shit. As you can see from us walking here.
Horsewoman of war. What's that about?
Folks say an omen. A beautiful phantom rides the fields at night, looks as you described her. Armies follow her, and all who cross her path meet with misfortune.
I can vouch for the last bit. Know where they saw her?
No, facts interest me, not fairy tales.
War reached Novigrad yet?
Nope, but it's only a matter of time. Nilfgaard on one bank, Redania on the other, drooling over the city like dogs over a juicy bone.
Many a ruler's choked on that bone.
True. We value our liberty in Novigrad, and we know how to fight for it.
The scholars especially.
The sword is not the only weapon. Do not forget, architects from our academy designed the city walls. Walls no war machine has ever crumbled.
Gotta go. So long.
A moment, Witcher. You strike me as a man of the world. Are you familiar with Gwent?
No, and I don't have time to learn.
But the rules are quite simple. Come, let's play.
Can't turn down Gwent.
Why not?
Splendid! Here's how it's done.
Oh, I don't have all my good stuff. Gwent has the best music in the game. It's just a fact. It has the best music in the game. It's got its own unique soundtrack. You have lost.
Well. You've a knack for this game. If you ever find yourself in Oxenfurt and wish to play a true master, ask for Stepan. A simple innkeep by trade, but a true maestro when it comes to Gwent.
I'll remember that. Thanks.
Alright, folks. Try and remember this next guy we talked to. You don't really see him at all, but just remember this man, Gaunter O'Dim. Not gonna really see him for...
Looking for a woman.
Unspecified time.
Like everyone.
Not like everyone. And not just any woman. Mine smells of lilac and gooseberries, dresses in black and white.
2 schnapsies. It'll lift your spirits.
Fine, I'll have a drink. Can we cut to the chase? You seen her or not?
Yennefer of Vengerberg.
Never mentioned her name.
Yet you described her perfectly. And once I hear something, I never forget. Can't help it.
Might ya be?
What do you do? Who are you?
A mangy vagrant. Gaunter O'Dim, at your service.
Vagrant? That a profession now?
Once a merchant of mirrors. The madding crowd dubbed me Master Mirror, or the Man of Glass.
How do you know Yennefer?
What a question. Master Dandelion's ballads, of course. The only way a humble merchant might hope to rub up against greatness. Unless, that is, he's as lucky as I am.
And runs into a very patient witcher.
Into Geralt of Rivia himself. The Butcher of Blaviken.
Recognize me from Master Dandelion's ballads, too?
To your health.
You seen Yennefer?
Deepest apologies, but I must ask. Is this about love?
Is this about love, people? Are we looking for her because we're in love? Are we gonna admit it? Or just say no? Might not have to be about love. Doesn't need to be.
None of your business.
Yes. As a vagrant, I deserve no explanation.
What do you know? Tell me.
Before you appeared, it never occurred to me that might have been Yennefer. Who would have thought?
Get to the point.
An Nilfgaardian scout from the local garrison saw her.
Where?
At their camp. She rode in there. Dark of night. Black and white. Gooseberries and... Yes, I know. Had a terse exchange with the garrison commander and raced off.
Where to?
I'm not omniscient. Ask at the garrison.
Thanks.
We men of the road must stick together. Perhaps one day I'll be in trouble and you'll be nearby to help.
That was quick. He dipped out real quick.
Done drinking?
Mm-hmm.
Then fuck off. Don't want your kind here.
I won't stay long. 3 against 1, Maya, you're brave. Force persuade, go away. Just remember, we can only force persuade one at a time. We don't have the power to mass persuade the entire crowd. It's not how it works. We're not that OP.
Better round up someone else to help. 3 of you don't stand a chance against me.
What? I could fuck you up by myself.
If I had a bag over my head and my hands tied behind... Actually, no, not even then.
Chet, Lesh, back off. I'll teach this vagrant a lesson. Man on freak.
Your ass is mine. Rippy soldier! You're dead!
I love this music. Geralt just feels like dancing. He doesn't want to fight.
Nice meeting you. Move it!
I'm alright, Hellraiser.
Last time I lend out anything.
Slow now. Come on, Roach. Take it easy. Come on.
Yeah, we got force push as well.
Wish to enlist, Nordling? Yes.
Okay. Heard of the Vryhead Brigade? Your kind served them. Non-humans. Okay. Yes?
Your kind serve there, non-humans.
Military camp. No locals allowed without the express consent of the garrison commander.
Oh, Clem,
I look like a local to you?
You look like trouble.
Dead wrong. I make trouble go away. I'm a witcher.
A witcher? Captain Peter Sugwin Levy is in the tower. Turn right, past the gate.
It's a shame that music, that combat music, only appears on this part of the game, and the area where the castle is.
Guessing your captain's got work for me.
This is the army, Nordling. There is no guessing.
These are the invaders.
Go.
The conquerors.
Stop.
They're like French. They're like the French if they were actually powerful and successful. I mean, I guess they were in the past. They were in the past. It's like early. It's like Napoleon, I guess. A little bit different, though.
Heard of the Vryhead Brigade? Your kind served.
Password.
Dunno any.
So, out for a little walkie, eh? Counting the Emperor's swords to lull you to sleep? Well, in the army, we've a place for nosy ramblers. The scaffold.
And thick-skulled quartermasters. They got a place.
You're clearly skilled at banter. And haggling? You got a knack for that as well?
Show me what you're peddling. holding up around here? You boys think you can win this thing?
Ah, a spy after all. Or one to stir trouble.
Neither. Just curious.
Right. Well, tell anyone who cares we will win this war, because Radovid is mad, as everyone knows, and we've an extraordinarily well-drilled and well-supplied army. Incidentally, did you wish to buy something?
Show me what you're peddling.
Whoops. Oopsie. Psych, I don't want anything.
So long.
How much grain will your village give?
Whatever you say, Your Excellency.
Look at my hands. Look. See the calluses? These are not the hands of an excellency, but of a farmer. So we speak peasant to peasant. How much can you give?
40 bushels. There'd be more, sir, but our lads, the Temerians, that is, took from us earlier and...
You will give 30, and that will do. Let us settle on it, and I wish to see the transport soon.
Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you kindly.
I summoned only the Elderman and the smith, Willis. But it is said he is a dwarf. You are too tall to be him.
Can't argue with your logic.
Very perceptive of you. Geralt of Rivia, Witcher.
Vatt'ghern. This explains why I did not hear your footsteps.
Vatt'ghern.
What do you seek here?
Yennefer of Vengerberg. Where was she headed?
That is a military secret.
Haven't thrown me out yet. Haven't called the guards. So go ahead. What's your price?
There is a griffin in the area. Slay it. And then I shall see what I can do.
See, these invaders can be kinda honorable. They let the guy have bring his village just a little bit, just a little bit of grain.
Why do you care about this griffin?
Because I care about people. The beast has killed 10 already, including a few of my men. To hunt it, I would need to mobilize the entire garrison, comb the woods, organize a batu. Simply impossible.
Too big a hassle?
No. Too high a risk. I cannot disperse my forces. Temeria's army we have crushed, but its common folk remain, ready to answer a call to arms. So, as to this griffin, I can sit on my hands, or hire a professional.
It's a deal. Some questions before I start. Know where the griffin has its lair?
It kept to the Vulpine Woods at first. I sent a patrol there, 5 young men. A hunter found them 2 days on. They only recognized them because they wore our plate. Since then, the griffin has grown bold. Attacks in villages, fields, on the main road.
Meaning it's abandoned its lair. Gonna have to set a trap.
I judge from your tone this will not be easy. What do you require?
I'll need bait, a specific herb, buckthorn. Scent should lure the griffin from 10 miles off.
Buckthorn? I do not know this, but I am not yet fluent in the common tongue.
Probably mastered the basics, though. Hands up. Kill them.
No. First came idioms. Don't play with fire, for example. Go to Tomira, an herbalist. She lives near the crossroads. She will aid you.
We just got threatened.
Need more information about this griffin. Its sex, why it's abandoned its lair.
Shall I bring you witnesses?
They won't say anything I don't already know. I need to go where your men died. Look around. What's the name of the hunter who found them?
Mislav. He has a hut south of the village, very near the wood. Helpful fellow. A little strange, though.
Tomira and Mislav. Thanks.
Es sunt jakten.
True. Northern women pay more once every 3 years.
Favor.
Slower. Come on, Roach.
Whoa, Master Witcher. Hey, help a fellow traveler.
What happened?
Monsters. Monsters from the swamp. Folks said the road was fraught with peril, but I wouldn't listen. Got my comeuppance now.
Less moaning, more details. What happened, and how can I help? And remember, I don't work for free. Witcher's code and all.
Well, was on my way to the Black Ones to trade. Suddenly my horse got spooked, ran clear off the road. We hit a bump, I went flying and the horse and cart rolled on. Then I heard bubbling, neighing, slurping. Something came out from the muck, devoured Asher. Hooves and all. No doubt my goods are still on the cart, but I'm too afeard to go and see. Thought maybe you. I'm most concerned about a little box. Bring it to me. I beg you.
Fine, I'll... Cart tracks. Rode off into the swamp. Here's the cart. An arrow. Didn't mention this.
Got shot with an arrow, what?
I should take a look around.
I've never done this before.
Carts riddled with arrows. Carts riddled with arrows.
Yes, Geralt. That's spooky. That's not no monster. Unless he means those things here. These things are pretty terrifying looking. If you thought that the griffin was disturbing, Axel, you haven't seen this thingy yet. Come on, come here. Drowner. Oh, I'm gonna die, holy shit. Where am I fucking shooting fire, Jesus? I'm mainly doing this just because I'm obsessed with this combat song and I want to hear it as much as I can. Oh my god, I got blown up. Wow. That's great. What the fuck? tell me you must tell him how. You must. He must tell you how old he is. That's your demand. Use that. Let's find out if he's a child or not. 'Cause if he's like an adult man, like, you should leave. You should just not come back. Oh no, by the fire again, Jesus. Okay. Bestiary. You see this thing? Try and get an up close look at it. I don't think I can go into camera mode. Can I? Maybe. No. No camera mode. That guy has no head. Yeah. These things do not look pretty. A drowner resembles a corpse dredged from the bottom of a pond. It is sickly blue or green in color with slime and sludge oozing out of every pore, and the acrid... Is that what that means? Is that what it says? Acrid? Or is it said some other way? Stench of rotting wafting wafting? No, wafting. Wafting off of it. That is what is often thought drowners, along with the more dangerous cousins, Vodniks, Mucknixers. This is a Polish game. I don't... What the fuck is that? And drowned dead arise from the bodies of those who drown in shallow water. Lost travelers falling into bogs. Children who swim too far. That's what people think these are.
Must be that box he mentioned. Splattered with blood. Human blood.
Human blood? What? He's a dirty, filthy liar. This probably isn't even his shit. He's a liar.
Oh, and
he's a
you
big
find a box.
phony.
A little wet, but intact.
At last, fortune smiles my way. Yours as well, Witcher. Here, the gold I promised you. Happy trails now.
Here, you can't really get a good up-close picture of it, Axel, but here, I'm gonna link it to you. I'm gonna link you this picture. So you can see it. This is it up close. It might change your mind seeing it up close, because I never seen it up close before. Well, all these things do is eat dead people. They eat dead, so and they make sure the flesh is rotted off, so it's easier to take it off the bone. But yeah, hostility. It's not that angry. It was kind of more attacking the horse, not human. I mean, it probably would have, but you know, went for the horse first. That's because it's something you can connect to, Feral. Oh, yes. Still, I think the Drowner is pretty disturbing up close from that. It's like Smeagol on Death Sticks. Yeah. Can't really ever tell that's how it looks like up close.
Not at all. Hand me the beggar tickets, the red bloom. Well, well, one versed in herbs.
Probably saying too much, but I know a bit. For instance, that beggar tick's poisonous.
In large doses. Small ones soothe pain and bring forth pleasant dreams. Which is all I can hope to do for her.
Who? Griffin do that?
Griffin do that to her?
Delina. Yes.
Oh.
Attacked her at night. She was walking in the woods.
At night? Through the woods? In wartime?
Meeting a boy. The young, you know, do foolish things for love. Wounds are healing, but she will die. Blood's pooling in her skull. Nothing my bruise can do to help.
In this game, all the war and all the dead bodies and corpses rotting has just brought all these monsters here to feed on it all.
I've agreed to kill the Griffin. No more victims after I do.
There will be, of course. With the Griffin gone, others will kill in its stead. Monsters or men.
So what do you think I should do?
Ply your trade. But don't think you can change anything.
Looking for buckthorn. Know if it grows anywhere around here?
Bottom of the river, where the channel's widest. But you do know that once out of the water...
It'll stink worse than a week-old carcass. Counting on it.
Oh yes, the Griffin. Might have guessed. I was thinking... A few years ago we had trouble, drowners under the bridge. The whole village had to pitch in for a witcher. Who now can afford the bounty on a Griffin's head?
Captain Peter Sars, something.
Ah, good to know the Black One's looking out for our welfare.
Howhold? I don't know what that means. Don't know what Howhold means. Captain Peter actually does.
Doubt Emperor Emhyr cares about you, but this captain just might. Seems like a decent man.
Yeah, this captain's a good guy.
They're only orders.
Not from here, are you? A lot of bitterness in you. Too much for someone who spent her life in a hut in the middle of nowhere.
True. And you're in a hurry. Elsewise you'd not use bait, just wait for the Griffin to attack again.
Believe we could have an interesting conversation.
Maybe
oh
next time.
My! Oh my! Oh, we have a potion for her.
Yes?
Got a potion for Lena. Swallow.
First sign of spring. Symbol of rebirth. Fitting as names go.
We'll see. Like I said, could harm her. Deeply. Works on me immediately. But I have a faster metabolism. Effects won't appear in her case for a few days.
Why'd you choose this in the end?
Decided it was better than doing nothing.
I like you, Witcher. Here. A small gift. For giving a damn.
What'd you give us? Flowers or something? Run with the deer. Geralt is one with the deer. Do you see this? Noon Wraiths. What?
Hey! Anyone home?
Lost your key, ma'am?
No, not me key. Me pan. It's always sat there empty, this hut. That is, till the night afore the battle. A man arrived, walked right in like 'twere his own. Was standing at me window, peering at the goings-on. He must have read me, 'cause next I knew, there he was, coming my way. So, I grabbed me pan, for protection, see? But he just asks all polite, Gran, got any birch bark by chance? Lilac berries or even a few coals? Nay, says I. And you must be right daft to pester folk at night with such foolery.
What?
He ain't listening. Just staring at me pan like a magpie at a copper. Lend it to me, Gran. I'll give it back come morn. I was right baffled for what's he doing, frying in the dark.
Frying in the dark with the pan.
So I gave it to him.
What the fuck? This lady really wants to know about his goddamn pan. That's a fascinating tale, man.
Fascinating story. Any chance you're nearing the end?
Afore dawn, another rode up to the hut. But come morn, only the first fella left. Locked the door, hopped on his horse, and that were all I saw of him. And me pan. 'Twere old, black with soot, not worth much, I suppose. But I've no other.
Oh no.
Will you help me, dearie? Bring an old widower pan. I could never break down that door myself. And in truth, I'm afeard to go in any road. Such a stench wafting out. Methinks the other fellow, well, that he's lying there.
It was dead.
Never taken on a pan contract. Fine, I'll go in.
Are we gonna help this? Are we gonna
You
do
should
this
wait
lady's?
here,
Are we
just
gonna
in case.
Are we gonna do this lady's pan mission to find her pan? A frying pan, spick and span. Are we doing that, or are we gonna just keep going on our mission to find the griffin? Or are we gonna stop and help this lady get her pan? Free XP. Alright. Where are ye? Where's the goddamn pan at?
A corpse. Explains the stench. His throat. He was garroted. And some old scars. Kind of soldier might have.
What's that, dearie?
Nothing. Nothing.
Gary? Well, I don't know. He's dead. That's about it.
Sweetie, you were to find me pan, not bother me.
Oh, fuck you, lady. Gotta find this lady's goddamn pan. Frying pan, spick and span. Oh, is that it?
Cracked
That's
monocle.
too small.
Interesting.
But when I gab to myself, they say I'm going barmy.
Look, I'm talking to the guy that's playing the game. Oh, the frying pan. It's the frying pan.
Huh. The priceless frying pan. Scrubbed clean.
Interesting.
Looks like the mystery man didn't need the pan so much as the soot off it. To make ink, write letters.
Oh, that's weird. Huh.
Found the pan, have you?
Yeah, they cleaned it to use the fucking soot to write letters. That's weird. Great. Yay, we're done.
Here, your frying pan.
Mine? But mine were black with soot. And I could see myself in this one if I wanted. But them years are past.
Soot's just what the gentleman needed. He scraped it off, made ink out of it.
And the other fellow?
Dead. Round up a few boys and bury him outside the village. Deep, so the necrophages don't dig him up. And take my advice. Don't mention this to the Nilfgaardians.
Hang about! You've earned a token of thanks. Here, sonny, for the road.
What'd you give us? Money? Oh, she gave us apple juice.
Or a pike.
Grandma gave us some apple juice. Aw, how cute. Baked apples and apple juice. And bread. Wow. That's cute. Great. Thanks, Grandma. What a great mission. Depends, will it bring the combat music? Yeah. Nope. How sad. I know, I just noticed this combat music yesterday when I was playing Witcher and I went to the castle and I fought something. I'm like, holy fuck, this is the song, this is the peaceful song, but turned hype for combat. It's the normal peaceful music, but turned hype for the combat. It's like a perfect transition from just walking around the area and then going into the combat music and then getting out of it. It sounds like the exact same song, just more hyped up, and then it gets calm again. So fucking good. Not here, though. Sad. Just so you know, this is probably the most peaceful place we're gonna be. And that doesn't say much.
Anyone home? Must be out hunting. Trail's fresh. Mislav just left home.
Alright. We'll get some combat music soon. There's a bunch of deer.
You, Mislav?
Shh. Hear that?
Wolves? No. Wild dogs.
Yes. More dangerous than wolves.
Farrell, no one knows what that means yet.
Dogs more dangerous than wolves? Don't think so.
It's the truth. Know why?
No, but I guess you're about to tell me.
Wolves hunt to fill their bellies. Wild dogs kill for sport.
Just like humans.
Aye. They've learned much from us. Why not cruelty too?
I'm hunting bigger game. The Nilfgaardians the Griffin killed. Where'd you find them?
Ah, I see. You a Witcher. That monster slayer they's talking about in the village. I'll show you, sure. But, I gotta kill those mutts before they hurt someone. Will you help? That is, if you don't mind blunting your silver blades on them.
Sure. Griffin's not going anywhere.
No. Dogs might, though. So step careful now. Come on.
These dogs been a problem for a while now?
Since the war started. Soldier on the march. He'll stop to rape a woman, strangle her, kill her man for a chuckle, even butcher a cow. But a dog, a kick in passing, no more. So these stray mutts form too late. Attacked another
God
one.
Damn it, you didn't finish his story. All the dogs from the villages of the people they rape, murder, and pillage, they just leave the dogs. And then they just get brutal, evil, join up packs and start eating anything they see. So the wild dogs are really fucking strong.
Dieter.
You know him?
We served at the Lord's Manor together, where the Black Army's encamped now. He was a stable hand, I was the Lord's hunter. But that was before... well, a long time ago.
Before what?
Before they drove me from the village.
What did you do?
Nothing. I'm a freak. Sorry. I'd rather not talk about it.
Well, I'm a freak too, hello. Everyone calls me a freak all the time.
I'm a freak too.
Aye, but of another kind.
If it's lycanthropy, I can help.
What?
Lycanthropy. Werewolves. Handled a few cases in the past. It's usually a simple curse that...
The Lord's son, Florian, and I... we loved each other. Dieter walked in on us in the stables. They drove me away. Florian hanged himself. Lord started drinking, and the estate fell into ruin. That's the long and short of it.
I'm sorry.
Ancient history now. I was to show you where I found the Nilfgaardians. Come.
Griffin, know anything about it?
Oh, not much. It's not my kind of game.
You're his kind, though. Survival instincts alone ought to make you care.
I walk silent through the woods. No griffin can hear me nor spy me. Was here. One lay there, by the stump, headless. The other hung from a branch, guts splayed, stretching down to... Watch out for yourself now.
I'll be fine. Not the first griffin I've dealt with. Not likely to be the last, either.
Hope you're right. Good hunting now.
Ground's black, saturated with blood. A camp Nilfgaardians were celebrating. Griffin interrupted them. These prints are older, and deeper, heavily armored. Nilfgaardians, probably. Griffin's nest. What remains of it, at least. Female. Larvae in her wounds have already hatched. Been dead at least a week. Other griffin must be a male. Thick shaft, dense barbs. A royal griffin. Beak tips worn, gray hairs in the coat. 10, 12 years old. Griffins pair off for life when young. Male must be about the same age. deep cuts over the whole body. Not a drop of blood on the beak or claws. Didn't defend herself. Crept up on her while she slept. Explains why the male I ran into was so aggressive. Hunted the Nilfgaardians down here in the forest first, then started prowling the area. Done all I could. Should talk to Vesemir. Burned. Only a human could do this.
Granny told me about the Smithfield.
Good man.
Lad went missing
Whose
one day,
field?
so folk have-
Yes? What is it, Wolf?
Realize it's been half a year since we hunted down that fiend in Varun?
Yes. Well, that was more than a fiend. What was that bastard's name? Drugan? May the soil lie light upon him. Things used to be simpler. Monsters were bad, humans good. Now, everything's all confused.
Used to be exactly the same. You've just forgotten.
Do well not to point up my age. You're near a century old yourself.
Got good news and bad news. Good news first. Captain of the Nilfgaardian garrison knows where Yennefer went.
And the bad's that we have to kill the Griffin for him. What else could he want from two Witchers? Go on. Tell me what you know.
Griffin's abandoned its lair. Gotta make a lure, set a trap.
And how's that going?
Got the buckthorn.
Ought to work like a charm. Powerful scent.
More like stench.
City boy. Rotting meat, manure, piss. Standard smells of the countryside. Remember Tretogor? Hunting that Zoogle in the trash heap? You spent half the next day bathing, scrubbing yourself.
How can I forget? You ever gonna stop bringing that up? Learned some things. It's a male. Had its nest in the Vulpine Woods. The Nilfgaardians burned the woods down, killed its mate, smashed their eggs. Thought they'd fixed things.
It's always the same. Instead of sending for a professional, they try to do it themselves, only end up making matters worse. Fine. If everything's ready, say the word and we'll get to work.
I'm ready. No point in waiting. Let's find a good spot to ambush it.
Picked one out already, other side of the stream. There's fields and a grove. Plenty of room and far enough so no one will get in our way.
Good. Meet you there.
Out of my way. Make way.
Medeta. Estrach es el Novigrad.
Ow!
A stream, amber waves of grain. Charming place. Perfect for an ambush.
I know how to choose them. So, ready?
Let's start. Wind's good. Bait's scent will spread quickly.
Now all we have to do is wait. Come on. We can cower in the shade of those birches.
So tell me, once we find Yennefer, what'll you do? Got your eye on a contract?
No. I'll go to Kaer Morhen.
Little early to settle in for the winter.
Snows are a way off, yes. And that's what worries me. Nilfgaard's crossed the Pontar in the east. Puts them maybe a week's march from Kaer Morhen. If they reach the valley before snows can cover the passes... well, we need to cover our tracks, hide our paths. Speaking of winter and wintering, think you'll come this year?
Maybe. Might bring a guest.
Hear that? It's closed.
Let's go give it a warm welcome.
Wait. Take this.
A crossbow.
Won it in a card game while you ran around. Might come in handy.
A witcher with a crossbow? We breaking with tradition?
Watch out! It's about to dive!
them! It's fast! Don't let it get away! Not bad. Not bad. Though you could stand to improve some things.
For example?
Upward vertical strike. It's too obvious. But more on that later. Take the Griffin's head to the Black Ones. I'll ready our horses. Meet me at the inn.
Come on.
Is Yondrain et Macair? Yes?
We have
Wish
much
to
work
enlist,
to do here.
Nordling?
Quite a lot.
What the hell is this?
Right.
You take me for a blind man or a fool? This grain is rotten.
I didn't know.
So, a fool. Damn it, you'll never learn. Military Codex, Article 2, Section 3. For the delivery of defective goods, 15 lashes with a knout. Make it so.
Oh, no, no! By the gods, no!
What?
Guess you've dropped your good uncle act.
It was no act. I extended a hand to these people. They spat on it.
Could it be because it held the sword that killed their loved ones?
Tja, a moralist. And what would you do in my stead?
Wouldn't ever be in your stead.
Tell me why you've come.
Fulfilled my end of the bargain. Your turn. Where'd Yennefer go?
To Vizima.
She was a day's ride from here the whole time? Under my nose? Might have said so.
Yes, I might have. But you would not have killed the Griffin. Tit for tat. Halt! We are not done. It's yours, this gold. I would not want you to say you were inadequately compensated.
Mercy, please. Ah! No more. Please, no more.
Poor dark and putrid. Stop!
Go on, Alcazar!
Heard of the Flyhead?
Wolf?
Yennefer's in Vizima. Got a few friends there, so... Something wrong?
Look around. Trouble brewing.
Time we were on our way.
Mm-hmm. I'll buy some provisions for the journey. Then we'll go. Geralt, we should stay out of it. Just this once.
What happened to the lilies?
Took him down.
Took them down to hang a golden sun there now.
I cannot show Temerian colours. They'll come and burn the tavern down.
Maybe it's true what they say. You fond of the Imperials? You Nilfgaard's whore?
I'll let that pass. I know grief eats at your heart.
You know shit. They hanged my sister, dragged her out of the cloister like a dog. Said Nilfgaard's no place for superstition, that they don't fear the wrath of the gods. And you, do you fear it? If not for Annie, your child would have choked on its navel string. You owe your son to my sister attending to the birth, and you don't fear the gods' wrath. You don't fear it, you cunt! Leave me be!
Recognize this medallion? You know what it means. Back off.
You all right?
They say witches steal young'uns. That's true. What'd the Emperor promise you, freaks? Your own land? Like he did the elves once?
Get out, all of you.
We ain't going nowhere. And neither are you.
They won't back down now.
I can see that.
Shut up!
This bard's tale begins near White Orchard, with my dear friend Geralt of Rivia seeking his lover of yore, the sorceress Yennefer. She'd eluded him for years, but now seemed just a few steps ahead. After many trials and tribulations, Geralt finally learned that Yen was in nearby Vizima.
It's all right. It's over.
Leave me be! Get away!
See his face! God save us!
Be gone, and don't ever come back.
So much for not getting involved. Come on, let's go.
That brawl, we didn't start it.
Excuses, excuses. You've not changed a bit.
Yen? How?
I received a report about a witcher who'd appeared in White Orchard. I knew it was you, looking for me. I might have waited until you found me, but... well, you know me. Patience has never been my strong suit. It's... good to see you, Geralt. I'd even embrace you. Were you not covered in blood?
Sorry. Wasn't expecting to see you. To be honest, this isn't at all how I imagined we'd meet.
How did you imagine it?
You didn't imagine you'd have a Nilfgaardian escort. Don't get me wrong, Yennefer. I'm glad to see you. But I do think you owe us an explanation.
And I shall provide it. In Vizima. Ready your horses.
Spent the last 6 months in the saddle. Haven't seen you for 2 years. Can't we take a moment to...
Sadly, we cannot. Someone awaits you, Geralt. Someone who doesn't like to be kept waiting. Emperor Emhyr var Emreis. Or, to those on more intimate terms with him, the white flame dancing on the graves of his foes.
Doubt I number among that group. Far as I remember, last time we saw each other, he wanted to kill me.
Well, now he wishes to make you an offer.
The kind one can't refuse?
I didn't, though I could have.
Fine. Guess I'm willing to hear him out.
The Emperor of Nilfgaard, Lord of Metina, Ebbing, and Gamera, Sovereign of Nazaire and Vicovaro will feel honored, I'm sure.
What about you?
I'm going in the opposite direction. I somehow doubt the Emperor's invitation mentioned me. Besides, I've got things to do at Kaer Morhen, remember?
Yeah, I remember. Thanks for your help, Vesemir. See you soon.
How's your horse? Swift?
Can't complain. Why do you ask?
I'd like to be back behind some thick city walls, as soon as possible.
You know, I had a dream about you recently.
Knowing you, it was probably filthy.
Just the beginning. But then...
But then?
Ride now!
Dog hell!
talk of this tomorrow, all right? After the audience.
This bard's tale begins near White Orchard, with my dear friend Geralt of Rivia seeking his lover of yore, the sorceress Yennefer. She'd eluded him for years, but now seemed just a few steps ahead. After many trials and tribulations, Geralt finally learned that Yen was in nearby Vizima.
It must suffice.
Thinkamere cares if I'm clean.
The gentleman will refer to His Imperial Majesty by his full title or not at all. The gentleman will be seated on the bergère.
The what now?
In that chair. Catwin, please shave the gentleman's sideburns to half an inch.
What's wrong with my beard? Always thought it added to my dignity.
It does. Yet it also detracts from your elegance. In Nilfgaard, we consider beards hard on the eyes. Especially beards infested with lice.
Been on the road a while. Fine. Do your thing.
Tilt your head back, please, and sit still.
And prepare to answer some questions.
General, I am not certain this is the appropriate time.
I can't think of a better time. Men turn honest when they feel a blade at their throat. Morvran Voorhis, commander of the Alba Division. Before they take you in to see the Emperor, there's some information I need you to verify. It's a formality, but one that must be seen to.
Sure. Paperwork's gotta be in order.
So, Geralt of Rivia. Place of birth unknown. Parents unknown. Age unknown. All insignificant details. Let us proceed to more recent events. The siege of La Valette Castle. The fate of the defending commander, one Arian.
So this is basically... Axel, you ever play Mass Effect 2 or 3 or any of them? And ever do that, like, origin comic thing at the beginning of it to, like, decide the choices of the game before it? That's basically what this is. If you didn't play it, you can just choose all the choices right now. This guy will ask you questions and you can just, like, answer it whatever way you want it to be. You want the story to have went. So, like, I could have killed this guy, or I could have let him leave.
We fought on opposing sides, true. Then we landed in the same dungeon. Arian escaped, set fire to the castle on his way out.
Well, yeah, this just it's your way to make the choices for the other game right now.
Reports suggested the dragon was responsible.
Oh, yeah.
You then found shelter in
That's true. Yeah, actually. Because it's like, oh, I heard Revan was a guy, and he saved the Republic. You're like, no, you're wrong. He was actually a Sith Lord, and he was a woman. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Made your way to Vergen. My question is how?
I helped Yorveth, which is upsetting because Yorveth didn't make it into this game. He was cut right out. Only gets mentioned in, like, the minor mission.
Commander of a Scoia'tael unit.
A slayer of monsters and a slayer of men. You forge interesting alliances.
Something tells me my most interesting is yet to come. Go on, next question, before my beard grows back in.
We shall shave you again if it does. Very well. The infamous summit at Loch Muin. You were there. And once again meddled in the affairs of the mighty.
Not at all. I meddled in a personal affair. Helped Yorvith lift the spell that held Saskia.
Yes. And in doing so, gave Radovid a reason to begin his witch hunts. Congratulations.
Nilfgaard recently started a war, unprovoked. So do us both a favor and stop moralizing.
The gentleman must sit still. I'm almost done.
I'm afraid I might find that difficult. Because, from what I know, shortly afterwards you watched a defective megascope blow your friend Sheila de Tanserville to bits.
I watched her get in the megascope, but ultimately freed her from the trap your man Letho of Gullet had set. Write that down. I want to be sure the paperwork's in order now.
Well, national interest calls on one to forge difficult alliances at times. Alliances with witches included.
That an ongoing alliance? What's Letho up to?
I had hoped you would answer that question.
Ah, so Letho's hiding from you. Must have a good reason. Was there a shift in national interest that might have caused
I just decided to let the bad guy of the game survive.
Wouldn't tell you
so
if
he's
I
in
did
this
anyway.
game now.
Blade or no blade to my throat.
I believe that is all.
He was the actual
Your
Witcher that
signature,
killed the king.
please, affirming you stated the whole truth
And we got framed for it.
on pain of imprisonment or death, etc., etc. Here and here.
With these formalities seen to
Me too, I like
I would
Letho.
ask
That's
the
why I let him
gentleman
live.
to leave Durin. We shall be choosing the gentleman's attire. An important matter, but one that does not require the general's assistance.
Oh yes, very important question. Anybody here watch?
I might have given you.
Anybody here watch Game of Thrones at all? Game of Thrones? No. Anyone? Game of Thrones? Axel? How much of it did you watch? Whole thing? Yeah, I'd say Farrell. All of it. Well, do you like Tywin Lannister? Because Tywin Lannister is the Emperor, and the Emperor Tywin Lannister is played like Tywin Lannister. He's fucking the exact same, and it's
So
wonderful.
long, Geralt. Good luck with your audience.
And Charles Dance was like the best actor in that entire show, in all of Game of Thrones. So expect amazing things.
Feels more like I'm being readied for a wedding.
Were that so, I would have prepared the gentleman a frock, a tailcoat, or possibly a dinner jacket.
Like seriously, he's the
And what
exact same
effect?
character. He's
The
playing the
gentleman
same
will choose
fucking
from
character.
these garments.
Black, black, or black?
We do not like garish
Oh, yeah.
colors in Nilfgaard.
There's a few,
The gentleman
Farrell.
will tell me once he has chosen an outfit.
There's at least 2 like that. Yeah, he was. He was gonna... He did so good, he had people on the streets yell at him. He was gonna retire. He said he was retiring, and then he did, and now he's not retiring anymore, because he's gonna be in a movie now.
This might come as
Soon.
news to the gentleman.
Oh yeah, I gotta put some clothes on.
Around one's waist is not fitting attire for an audience. The gentleman will kindly dress.
I'm dressed, you asshole.
And they say clothes do not make the man. Does the outfit satisfy the gentleman?
Spoilers, Farrell.
A studded doublet and a sword on my back. That's what would satisfy me. but tough when in Nilfgaard.
Yes?
It's a saying. So what now? Powder my nose?
No need. The gentleman's complexion is light enough. The gentleman is to stand before the ruler of the North and South. I must confirm that he knows how to bow.
I'm not some boor. I know how to bow.
Please, demonstrate. That, sir, is how you might bow to a whore on a street corner. Not to the Emperor of Nilfgaard. Please watch. Leg extended, hand flat, head down, chin to chest. The gentleman will rehearse.
Oh, what did he say? I wasn't paying attention. Gentleman will rehearse what? Leg extended, flat hand, head down, left hand out, right hand to the chest.
Lacking fluidity and grace. But we've learned to expect less of Nordlings.
Oh, how sweet. He's such a sweet guy.
The gentleman will address the Emperor only when asked to, and using the appropriate title.
Your Arch-Magnificency?
I see the gentleman is in the mood for jests. I fear the Emperor might not share his disposition. Your Majesty will suffice. Spoken loudly, clearly, and with respect.
Alright, check it out, Axel. It's wonderful. It's beautiful. So good.
Imgrimi et art ketzer. Dijfen aden in karn eb marvut. Emir var emreis.
Bow.
Bow. I will bow.
Your Imperial Majesty.
Arer ep do orde.
Velian namen, vatgen favot. I thought you bowed before no man.
I love hearing his
Didn't
voice.
Want to disappoint the Chamberlain.
He's so fucking good.
We're friends. Take it you didn't summon me to reminisce about the good old days, so...
Silence. My daughter Cirilla, she's returned. And she's in danger. The Wild Hunt pursues her. You will find her and bring her to me.
Yes, Miriam, Ciri is the Emperor's daughter. That was not our daughter at the beginning. That is the Emperor's daughter.
Are you sure? Ciri left. Went far, far away.
Do you believe I'd drag you here in the middle of a war to discuss a rumor?
I think anyone can be wrong, even an emperor.
I had forgotten how insolent you can be. I haven't the time to convince you, nor the desire, in fact. Yennefer will do that after the audience.
Are you sure?
Ciri,
do you believe...
I think any...
I had forgotten. I haven't the time.
How many men in your army? 20,000? 30? So why me?
You know why. Because she trusts you.
She trusts me, yes. So tell me why you're looking for her. Doubt it's about making up for all those lost years.
For reasons of state, as always. Enough of this banter. You will agree regardless. If for no other reason than because I shall pay you. More than you customarily receive for a contract. Considerably more.
Save your generosity for those whose homes your armies have razed. I'll do it for Ciri, not for your gold.
Your motives do not interest me. Only results. Yennefer will tell you the rest. This audience is finished. Mererid! Take him to the sorceress.
Man, the Emperor's character in the earlier books are they're so weird compared to how he is later on. It's a weird change, and I haven't read far enough to understand how he changed from being such a nice, honorable man back before, and now he's like a ruthless emperor.
Disgusts.
It's a crazy change. Crazy change.
And it's past noon. Calm yourself. What? Do you know who you're talking to, soldier? I'm Herivard II, Prince of Elandia. Not only am I made to wait here like some...
I mean, I guess, yeah. Pretty sure that's about it, but he already had the power. It's not like he just, like, gained it. He was his father was the emperor, too. He could have learned to be a good leader. Must have been something. Maybe just having to be ruthless for war.
Mind if I interrupt?
He was already ambitious.
Why not join in instead?
We're discussing neutrality. How difficult it is to preserve.
Yeah, he was a shit emperor and he got usurped. But then Tywin Lannister, the emperor, usurped the usurper and got the throne back. That sounds pretty honorable. That sounds like a good thing, doesn't it? His father was a shit emperor and he had to correct that. That sounds exactly like Tywin Lannister as well, the guy who plays him. His father was a shit lord, so he had to become ruthless and murder an entire family, hang them from their castles, and collapse the entire housing unit of the castle. And that's why that song is all about the reigns of Castamere in the show, if you watched it. Or the book, whatever. But yeah, same shit, basically. Well, yeah, I guess obviously it's not just black and white. I just don't know his story after a certain point. I don't know what happened from Dunny to Emperor. I don't know that. I don't know how he gets there. Is all. There must be something in the other books I just don't know. I just want to know how he gets to Dunny to Emperor Emir. Fucking ruthless badass.
Know a thing or two about that.
Care to explain?
Never changes. I try to stay out of things, stand aside. Then comes an urgent summons, and an offer I can't refuse. Enough about that. Mind if we change the subject?
Yeah, that whole wife thing was very fucking weird. I don't get how any of that works. Why was... I don't even want to talk about it, because it's so weird. His wife, and how that works. Couldn't control Pavetta. Wait, which wife are you talking about? Are you talking about Pavetta, or are you talking about the fake Ciri wife? Because I didn't know he killed Pavetta. I don't think Pavetta got killed. She just kind of died on like a... No. Because that's how they said Dunny died too. Yeah, I don't remember. They died at sea or something, didn't they? Apparently. Both the Emperor and Pavetta died at sea. I don't know. Can't remember.
Talk to the Emperor.
Why did he summon you?
So not even you know.
No. But I wager it's an ordinary witch's contract.
Mm-hmm. Some werebubs. See ya.
Soon, mind you.
Request Evain Kersher is Daithwin Alan Incarn at Morvold.
Tvek gleideren. Så vatgar.
Montel, the one good thing the TV show did was they added a lot of Stregobor when he was only in that one bit of the Last Wish. He's like much more important in the show, which is nice. And he's also played by Thrawn from
Once the
Rebels.
gentleman is done, he should see me to retrieve his possessions.
Lars Mikkelsen. Mads Mikkelsen's brother.
Yes? Then transcribe.
Geralt, that tunic. You look positively smashing.
Dying to
That's
take
bullshit,
it
though, Montel, because you admitted they did do some
a
things good
proposition
earlier.
Under different circumstances. One I might even take you up on. But we've matters to attend to.
Stregobor was done well.
Now do you understand why I'm at Emir's court?
No, he didn't need any extra screen time, but I still liked seeing him, okay? Because I wanted more Stregobor, but he wasn't in anything else.
No chance he's mistaken.
Look, that's more or less what she
They made him
looks
seem
like
more
now.
important.
Or so our agents claim.
That's Ciri
Our
now.
little witch has grown into a young lady.
So they're our agents now? My, you've clearly settled in quick.
Geralt, don't twist my words. I know who Emir is. He started this war and its bloodshed. He had my friends killed. But I haven't any other choice. So please, let's not belabor the pros and cons and instead focus on finding Ciri. All right?
Right. Emir said the Wild hunts after her. I'd find that hard to believe before what happened yesterday. How did they track us down?
Because of me. You see, I've spent months searching for Ciri, using locating spells, haruspicy, geomancy, anything, really.
Yes,
I
they
knew
did
the
do
Wild
that.
Hunt might sense it. Perhaps even
Sorceresses
find me.
sucked in the show.
I tricked them.
Well, guess you were wrong.
Nonsense that was just made
I've
up
sensed
in the
them on
show.
my trail,
It's not even a
hunting
part of
me for
anything
some
else.
time. If not for you and Emir's soldiers, they'd have gotten what they were after. I can't risk another encounter like that. It's time to put away the magic, turn to more traditional methods. To the best tracker I know. You must find her, Geralt. Before the Wild Hunt does.
Look, the show making the main character good is a good thing, though. At least they can do the main character correct. Was not good at all. No, I don't think so either. It didn't really fit the character, I don't think.
So where's Ciri been
She
seen
needed a more
exactly?
sharper look,
In
I don't
two
know.
places.
She didn't look
Velen
correct.
and Novigrad.
Maybe, I mean,
The
that
trail
doesn't
in
really
Velen
make
is
sense.
most promising. You should make that your first
I'm too
stop.
used to
Ask
video
for a
game
merchant named Hendrik at
Yennefer.
the inn at the crossroads. One of the Emperor's agents. He should get in touch with you.
That's it? No passwords? Secret handshakes?
None. Sorry to spoil your fun. Your boyhood fantasies about the crafts of the trade.
You
All
know, I
we have in
hated
Novigrad
Renfrey
are
in the show.
unconfirmed reports, rumors. But there you will have
I mean,
the
she
help
looked
of our
good for
mutual
it, though, I guess. I
acquaintance,
don't know.
Triss Merigold. Apparently she's got a cozy flat on the main square.
Trish.
Sure she'll be delighted to see me. What about you? What will you do?
I shall sail for Skellige. There was a magic explosion there recently, blew half a forest down. I believe this had something to do with Ciri.
I didn't like
I'll
the
be
arc.
in Caer Trolde.
Bad.
Join me there once you've learned something.
And that's something they should have done correct. That's my problem with it. It was so boring. The only good thing about that entire arc was the combat scene at the end when he was using like Ard and everything, fighting off all the guards in the show. That was about it. Combat was pretty good.
Guess this means we need to split up again. Not my preference, but I understand. Clock's ticking.
It is indeed. So why don't I teleport you to Velen, get you there at once?
Not gonna happen. I'll go on horseback, as soon as I can get changed.
Have it your way? Oh, and you really look quite dashing in black velvet.
Think so? Maybe I can have some of my armor lined with it. Good luck, Yen.
Same to you. And if you wish to learn what's happened in the world while you and Vesemir roamed the wilderness, talk to Ambassador Varatra. That's him over there. And Geralt, I know it's wartime, but try not to be a hero, all right? Just check those leads and come back to me, in one piece. I shall be waiting.
Vladimir. Directly.
Ambassador Varatra? Yennefer suggested I ask you about current events, the war and so on.
Of course. The Emperor's servants should keep no secrets from each other. If you will, let us approach the map.
How's the war going? I mean, apart from the fact that Nilfgaard's triumph is...
I assume this to be a private conversation. We've no witnesses, so let's dispense with the propaganda, even that shrouded in irony. Our offensive was going splendidly until winter came. Edirn was in such disarray that we encountered no resistance. We had reached the Pontar before the first snows. Only a weakened Kedwen remained, and Radovid's Redania, which had ignored the rest of the North's pleas for help. We thought they'd sue for peace, perhaps even submit to vassalization. We waited for spring, certain of victory.
Radovid? Submit?
Yes, a vain hope, I agree. Radovid sent no peace envoys, nor did he advance on our positions. Instead, he trudged over the snow-bound Kestrel Mountains and attacked Kedwen, his ally. This attack took the Kedweni by surprise. They were still mourning the loss of their king. Rudderless and dejected, they laid down their arms after a few lost skirmishes and joined Radovid. And so by spring, instead of 2 weak enemies, we had only one powerful one.
What about Kovir?
Kovir values its neutrality, enough not to lend its armies, or more importantly, even its coin to either side. Returning to the war, this spring there was a massive battle in the marshes of Velen. Massive, yet indecisive.
Velen is where we are now. We are now in Velen. We will be in
Radovid has
Velen in a
retreated
second.
across the Pontar. He's safe for now, until reinforcements arrive from the south. Then Emperor Emir var Enrys will deal with him once and for all.
Couldn't you just go home? Save everyone a lot of marching, not to mention a few human lives.
I'm afraid the stakes are too high to fold now. We can only go all in.
How do things look in Velen?
As bad as ever.
Velen is the
Perhaps
main
worse.
place of the game, basically.
This land never flowed with milk and honey, and now it flows with blood. Armies have swept through it several times, trampling fields, looting granaries, burning villages. Famine grips the populace.
Mm-hmm. So how's ruling that earthly paradise going for you?
Not well, to be honest. Our forces are spread thin as it is, and Velen is chiefly swampy forests that are difficult to control. We've had several patrols never return to their camps. Thus, we've temporarily delegated authority in this region to a certain Nordling, a former low-ranking officer in the Temerian army, one Philip Strenger, better known by his nom de guerre, the Bloody Baron. I advise you well. Avoid him.
What's new in Skellige?
Nothing. The islanders pride themselves on that, don't they? Doing everything according to tradition, as their forefathers did. And like their forefathers, they quarrel with each other, pillage, occasionally attack our transports. This is cumbersome, but nothing more. Skellige has always been a footnote to history, and so it shall remain.
Sound awfully confident. What if King Bran manages to unite the Jarls? Lead all the clans against your fleet?
King Bran is a feeble old man. From what I know, he barely remembers the names of his own vassals. Uniting all might prove difficult.
Thanks for your help.
Think nothing of it. May the great sun light your path.
How might I serve the gentleman?
By returning my things.
Citrus and cloves. The fragrance will keep the gentleman's robes fresh somewhat longer.
Thanks, Bunches.
The Emperor is not known for his patience. He wants his daughter back safe and sound, as soon as possible.
Yeah, mentioned something of the sort. So long.
That's gonna be good in the book, Axel.
A deserter from
That'll
the
be good.
Squire.
Poo-poo in the show.
There's hen as queen.
Geralt and Yennefer were reunited, but something even more important happened in Vizima. Geralt learned that
You're mixing up
Cyrilla, his
Tyrion
one-time
Lannister,
lord, had
Farrell.
returned from afar, and she
Tyrion
was in
Lannister is
danger.
described
He
as a
was to
hideous
find her
monster.
at the Emperor's
And
command
then he's handsome.
and Yennefer's behest.
He's handsome Peter Dinklage in the show. There is so much happening from this protest. Fuck. The echoes have gone far and wide from these protests. Wait, what are you gonna read, Axel? Because Montel thinks you mean Witcher. Do you mean wait? Are you talking about Witcher? Or are you talking about A Song of Ice and Fire? What are you talking about, Axel?
That's it, Roach.
Yeah, okay. You're gonna read Game of Thrones, Montel?
Giddy up.
At some point, I'm gonna put some money on it coming out next winter. The next winter to come, it's gonna be here.
Move
I
it.
bet. Next winter, the Winds of Winter is coming.
Hey there.
SJW Lovecraft? It's not SJW Lovecraft. Isn't it Game of Thrones Lovecraft? It's made by D&D, isn't it? Isn't it going to be made by them?
Hi. Can you do that? Da! Strangers!
What's on your mind? The Baron's men approach, sir. Leave all you can.
Can you do that?
Oh no, the Baron's men approach. Oh my.
Looking for a man. Goes by Hendrik.
What do you want with him?
Want to talk to him.
What about?
Give me a bottle of something strong.
You gotta go. I'll open the back way for you.
Haven't finished my drink yet.
Innkeep, vodka. Who's this? Brave warrior, looks like. Got 2 swords, see? Oi, grey boy. What's the point of having 2 swords? Wonder if he keeps an extra prick in his trousers too. You fucking deaf? Gonna say who you are? Or do I need to loosen your tongue with me knife?
I'm a witcher. Heard you wondering about my swords. Well, one's for monsters, the other for humans. Only got 1 prick, though, in case you're wondering about that too.
Don't touch him. Don't even look at him. Worse than lepers, that lot.
Saw one in action once. Killed a half-dozen. Blood everywhere. Freak didn't even show a drop of sweat.
Got the stench of corpses on him.
If you want a rest, come with me. On the bench you can use.
Most people are smart to not fuck with
And there's the
witchers.
bumpkin with what looks like his son. That's on the pretty side, I think of himself.
Disguised his daughter.
Bye, fam. See you later.
Thanks for not starting a row with those swine.
I don't generally poke my nose in other people's business.
Looking to stay the night?
No. I'm looking for Hendrik.
Man lives in Heatherton.
Don't know where that is.
Other side of the hill. Looked that away this morning, saw a strange glow. Imperials on the raid, perhaps. But who knows?
Anything else you can tell me about Hendrik?
Odd fellow. Arrived from who knows where and for no apparent reason. Shacked up with a widow whose husband was stabbed for a scrap of bread.
Baron's men don't like strangers.
Aye, and he stays out of their way. Always seems to know when they're coming. Always manages to disappear.
Thanks, Innkeep.
Is Miriam still here? I think I'm done for the night. Pretty sure. Montel, what did you say you were going to read again? You're going to help with your writing? The Witcher books or Song of Ice and Fire? What are you talking about? Witcher. Well, I think you should read A Song of Ice and Fire. They would help you a lot too. You probably get some inspirations of creatures from it too. Yeah, good night.